Hello, my name is Darren, and we are members of something called the International Business Structuring Association, or IBSA. Essentially, it's a network of professionals that serve clients, private clients, so families that are exposed to multiple jurisdictions and they're running businesses, entrepreneurs. So it's not just restricted to tax, even though we're going to talk about tax. It'll be like investment migration, IP lawyers, insolvency, just anything to do with what the family will go through as they cross borders. And with that, I'd like to introduce you to the panel. Jose, you're going to start from your side and introduce yourself.
Thanks everyone to join this, and thanks Darren and Skipper 80 also for our participation. I'm a tax partner in Squire Patton Boggs, based in the Madrid office. I do international tax, even though I could sound partly American. It's my mom's American, my dad's Spanish, and I'm actually probably the only one not talking about U.S. taxes here, but some of the additions around that, which is always great to hear. Everyone living outside of the UAE, like myself, is excited to come to a place where Texas is a friendly environment for Texas. So you got to stay away of our tax network around how the trends, the difficulties around kind of keeping the taxes low, and especially with the U.S. citizens. So happy to be here and try to contribute to this discussion.
My name is Jimmy Sexton. I'm the founder and CEO of Esquire Group. We provide international tax and wealth planning services to affluent multinational families and help them minimize their taxes and pass their wealth to the next generation in a tax efficient, organized manner.
My name is Vince Trong. I'm based here in Gate West with a company called GSB Capital. I'm from California. I'm an American CFP, so I do financial planning, financial modeling, asset management for clients, and I've been here 16 years now.
The UAE Foundation, you did mention that the UAE Foundation would be treated. Is that a reporting obligation as far as the IRS is concerned if there are US beneficiaries, irrespective of whether it's a FGT or a non-grantor trust?
Look, the foundation needs to be, the government, the charter of bylaws need to be drafted according to which result you're trying to achieve, foreign grantor trust or foreign non-grantor trust, right? And yes, it's going to depend on a foreign non-grantor trust. Typically, there's not going to be any reporting requirements until there's a distribution to a U.S. beneficiary. With a foreign grantor trust, it depends on partially on what the grantor situation is, but generally it's not going to also not create a reporting obligation until the beneficiary receives something, although the grantor could have some reporting obligations depending on how it's structured. And one of the things that I would add that you need to be very careful with foundations is you want to make sure that you never have a majority of U.S. persons on the board, because this could create some CFC issues and stuff like this. I mean, whenever you're dealing with U.S. assets, U.S. persons, you need to make sure there's a lot of considerations to go through to make sure the foundation's structured properly.